From a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday. It's a podcast about your worst wedding, funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or anything's funny after the fact. Any story. We don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be a holiday, as long as it's funny. And today we have a very special guest, Miss Emma Kiernan. Emma, say hello, baby.
Hey, I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Great. Swell. That's swell.
So, where are you from? What are you doing? Where are you at?
I'm from New Jersey, born and well, not really born, but raised in Jersey. I live about 20 minutes outside New York City. So when I do comedy, I'm focused basically in that area. 38 years young. I feel like only really old people say that, but but I feel
no,
old,
talk
so
to a
I'm just gonna do
56-year-old. Then we'll talk. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm 56 years young.
Yeah,
That's why my pancreas don't work no more.
It's a nice lie. It's a really nice lie. But no, just kind of floating around the New York City area.
Awesome. That sounds fun. Around New York City, the Big Apple.
Yeah. I don't know why they call it that.
We don't even have apples here. Like, we're just small. I'm in a small town. It's not as small as the town I was in before, but it's smaller. I'm about 20 minutes 40 minutes south of Chicago, maybe an hour.
Okay.
Somewhere around.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yep.
My best friend's out there. Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, she's she's originally from New York, but she's a comedian out in Chicago now. Yeah. But Maggie Doyle. She keeps begging me to move out there, so I'm on the fence about it, but I might have to visit a few more times.
Different. You know, you're gonna have a big city. You're gonna have bad winters. You're gonna have you're just gonna have a better style of pizza.
A lot of crime. Yeah, a lot of crime. Oh, you're gonna debate me on pizza now. We can go head to head on that real quick.
Either way. So.
But one thing you don't have is good bagels.
Says, Jersey pizza. You know, like nobody ever says that. You know,
it's definitely not Jersey pizza.
Come to Jersey pizza. Nobody ever says that, I don't think.
Well, we have all the transfers from New York that came over here and opened up pizzerias. So we have New York pizza, but in New Jersey, and it is just as good. It's just as good.
They paid the New Yorkers to come on over. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Well,
we needed to pay someone to live here. So. Might as well make them good cooks.
For about 10 years now, you said?
Yeah, since late 2014. So this year marks my 10-year anniversary. Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a rough.
I'm about to go on stage again after 20 years, somewhere around
Oh wow. There. Oh wow! I thought I was bad. I'm about to go back to my first show in about 2 months. So
I'm not afraid of it or anything, but
that's good. I mean, if you get past that part, then you're pretty golden.
The booze? No, I can get past that easy.
Oh, I can't.
No, I got some friends. They got this great comedian that's coming to headline, and they asked me if I wanted to host and open up for him, and I'm like, sure, I guess I can try that. I haven't done it in 20 years, but what the hell? I'm on board. Hey, this is what I do for my comedy now. This is
it works.
Hold on, it's my wife and my daughter's key thing. I better answer this.
I'm not even here. Don't worry.
Hi, honey. I'm doing a podcast right now. So you don't have the keys for Charlie's car? Okay, all right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She all right?
Yeah, that's my wife. She's fine. She's like, hello. She's like, what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a podcast. Oh, okay, goodbye.
I love that. It's my favorite.
Oh, she's awesome. My wife is she's funnier than I am.
That's great.
She's great. Yeah.
That's great.
She's crazy. Yeah. So where was I? We was talking about being on stage. You've been on stage for 10 years. So you have like a regular club? Do you tour? What do you do?
I kind of jump around. I've been doing a lot of well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I look like when I walk. I've been doing a lot of
jump around except for me.
I've been doing a lot of like more private gigs, which it sounds so scandalous. But I've been doing a lot of corporate stuff, things like that. But when I'm on stage, I generally like to kind of go out of state. I like kind of going out of my comfort zone because I can't stand New York really. It's too expensive to go there constantly. I love the pizza. I love New York. I do. I lived there for a while, but when it comes to traveling there, when I live in New Jersey, it's like $20 in tolls. Like I live like 15 minutes. Just the tunnel alone is like $17. So why am I gonna go all the way in there to like try and make people laugh for 15 minutes? It just seems kind of counterproductive. I'm paying money to go.
I drove 4 hours and made somebody laugh for 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's so weird when you think about it that way. I'll be driving to a show 2 hours away, and I'm like, "What the hell am I doing? This is
stupid." At least you get a lot of practice in your head before you get there,
I do, yeah. And I mean, like,
what's my closer? What am I going to close with? It's
right, and I'm not demanding thousands of dollars here. It's not like my benefits are like really breaking the bank here. I'm bare minimum, maybe making my way home. Like I could probably afford some gas and a cheeseburger.
To drive back home. Thank you.
Cover my bar tab and get some gas, and then I'm back to where I started from. But exposure, right? You get exposure.
Exactly.
But I know I like
the other. You just keep on going.
I like traveling though. I like seeing new things. I like meeting new people. I like going to small towns. I like going to places that I wouldn't normally visit if I didn't have a reason to be there. I used to be a musician. I used to be in a band. We used to tour around a lot. I used to say if I could do this on the bare minimum of making a living wage, then I would do it 24/7, 365.
Yeah. If I could do this all the time,
oh yeah,
I wouldn't have to go out and put a hit on bugs. I work for a bug control company.
Oh God.
Yeah, so and I'm going to give shout outs and stuff like that. There's people on Facebook that's watching us. So I'm going to, like, my brother Alan is watching. He has a show called Daddy and Daughter Eat Weird Food Combinations. It's on YouTube.
I love it.
It's fantastic. And speaking of where you can find us on Mosaic TV, baby. We're on TV. Did you know that, Emma?
Oh man, I feel fancy.
Actually, we're worldwide. But Mosaic TV. Yeah, you can find us on Mosaic TV. If you have a Fire Stick, if you have an Amazon, Amazon Fire Stick, if you have, an Android tablet device, find us. Get us. If you have a Roku, Mosaic TV, baby, come and see us. There it is.
Right. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So, yeah. If I could do this like always, I would do this always. But
absolutely.
It doesn't pay the bills.
No. No.
Because you cheap fuckers won't send me money to my worst holiday at Patreon. I even put out, like, right before the rapture yesterday, right before, I said, send your money to my worst holiday at patreon.com. Not one of you greedy cocksuckers did. I know there's rich people out there with the rapture going on in their head. But you have to lose.
Unbelievable.
Greedy pricks.
Bastards. Just bastards.
And where can do you have a Patreon or anything? Where they can send you money or anything? Or
I mean, I've got a Venmo. They can send me money.
There you go. Venmo, Emma Kiernan. Kiernan. There you go. I can say it with my tongue sometimes. Kiernan. There it is. Venmo. She'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fuckers aren't paying me, so
At Kiernan. Yeah.
Kiernan, there it is. When you say it all in one word, it just sounds much better. Kiernan. There it is. Yeah.
My dad used to claim that it's actually Kiernan, but I think he just likes saying it. He's like, it's Kiernan. Like he sounded like some powerful I don't even know. Like if we're Spartans or something.
Is it Himalayan? Is it Nigerian? What do you have? What's your lineage? Where do you have?
It is Irish. It
is Irish. That's what I thought. Yeah, we all knew that was Irish. Irish it's going to be Irish or Scottish. It's going to be one of the two. Either way, we're Celts. So either way, we're both Celts.
Yeah. You can't escape that.
Hey, there's my Scottish.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yep.
I'm actually.
So
so that's a fun story. I'm adopted, and I decided
That's
that
fun.
I decided that I was gonna do my ancestry DNA because I found my birth mother about I don't know, about probably 15 years ago. I found her in a chat room on a Yahoo group.
Okay.
Which was just really wild. I was not looking for her. She wasn't really looking for me. It was a weird happenstance. And so I was like, let me just double check. Cause I mean, everything added up. The woman had a picture of me as a baby, like, like everything made sense, but it still seems so surreal.
Giveaway.
Yeah, usually that's usually when you're like, okay, that seems legit. But I still needed more proof, and it turned out she was indeed my mother. But yeah, so my last name's Kiernan, but I found out that I am mostly Scottish. So I have like 2% Irish blood in me, but I've got like I think like 30%. Baby. There you go. I'm like 75% English or something like that, which is wild. My mom used to say I was more British than the Queen.
Scottish, 25% Irish, or English, no Irish. But yeah, and then and
we might be related. We're
Congo,
the same, but swapped.
and Congo and Cameroon, I'm black.
Hey, so now you could go to college and maybe even get a scholarship. I had a friend that was born in South. Well, no. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I had a friend that was born in South Africa that was able to. Well, he had to almost kind of had to put it, but because he was a citizen. But anyway, it worked out well for his favor. I don't know. Awesome. Not promoting it.
Okay. So you're English, or you're Irish, and you're Scottish.
I am English and Scottish.
Yeah.
With 3% Irish.
Excellent. Here we go. Here's to us.
Exactly.
So anyway, you found your mom on a Yahoo chat room.
So I found her in the chat room. So yeah, I mean that was basically the rest of that story. But I have a half sister. I have a half brother. They're pretty cool. We're pretty close, which is great. But yeah, I never thought that I'd end up randomly finding my birth family, but definitely a cool happenstance to stumble across. As it's a neat story. It's a fun story to be able to kind of tell everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah, you found your family.
Yeah, I mean, not even looking for them. I mean, I know there's people out there that search their entire lives and get nowhere or find out something that they wish they didn't know or whatever it may have been. But I got lucky, and hey,
my wife's mom's family.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, man. There's she's got like a cousin out in Vermont or something, and that's like, where the hell did your mom come from? Like, none of us know.
Like immaculate conception kind of stuff.
Actually a stork baby? Was she actually a stork baby?
It happened. It's real. Amazing.
Fred Carroll from the Dude in the Hen House podcast is watching us. Fred, we're talking to Emma Kiernan, and you're right. I don't need a reason to drink. So there you go. That's what, yeah. Like she can't find nothing on her mom. Like
that's crazy.
It's terrible. I dream a genied her like into existence or something. Like
that's wild.
Boom. Hey, look.
Oh, that's so wild.
Mary. Maybe she was an immaculate conception. I don't know. Like, I don't. Was she the?
Said her name's Mary. That's wild.
Yeah.
Might have to look into that.
Yeah. Well, Ancestry don't know shit, so I don't know.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. Apparently, you don't have DNA. How the fuck is that possible?
FBI is going to be at your door real quick. Like,
we don't have the building blocks of the human existence.
Is she
or all
at
existence.
All? Maybe she's not human at all. Aliens are real.
Fucking DNA. I don't know.
This is the beginning of a sci-fi movie, like real quick.
Exactly. Well, I can't ask her now. She's
the origin of my wife. Yeah.
She's the late Mary Craig. So there's nothing else we can.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Lovely woman. Absolutely lovely.
I'm sure.
So, you say your comedy's like mostly dry. You say you're a little more deadpan. Are you a Steven Writer? Mitch Hedberg-ish. It's
a little, yeah. I've got that like one-liner kind of dry approach to things. I'm very awkward, but that's just kind of who I am. It comes off sometimes as it's like part of my act, but it's really just part of me. But it works in my advantage in a lot of ways. I'm not great with crowd work for that reason. It's very hard to do crowd work when you have a monotone approach to things like this.
I was wondering, like if when Stephen Wright was done with a set, he'd be like, "Good night," and then you go,
Yep.
"Woo, let's fucking party!" You know, like that. Like,
yep. It's what it feels like.
I think it's kind of part of him too. Yeah, I don't think
Absolutely.
you're going to get much different Stephen Wright off stage as you are on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually once promoted for a show, and the way they promoted me was what was it? Emma Kiernan is the queen of awkward, and she takes you on a journey you didn't know you needed to go. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I don't even know what that means. I'm like, I know I'm awkward. I just didn't know it was like my selling point, you know? Like, I didn't know that's what people in the seats.
I didn't know it's talking about a journey.
I don't know what awkward journey I bring them on. I have like jokes about incest and
Don't Stop Believing. Did they play Don't Stop Believing? As you got
I would get right off stage. I would get right off that stage. Absolutely not. That's where I draw the line. But I like the awkward approach because there's not a lot of females that really have that deadpan humor.
Yeah.
You know, they're usually more animated, and that works for them, and that's awesome. You know, I don't have that approach. I don't host for that reason. Like, I am not gonna get the room going, you know, like like don't bring me in to like really pump the vibe up. Like, that's not my role.
That's my fucking job.
Right. Like, I'm just here to keep things going, and then you can take the reign again and close it out. Because if I close it out, people are gonna go home depressed and like lonely, and it's just not what people are going for. So I leave that up to other people. That's the only thing that kind of hurts me in the end, is that there's not a lot of leeway as to what my role is in comedy. But if you do something well enough, then I guess you don't really need to worry about that too much. And well, I've kind of learned my limitations. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't complain.
People know that you're funny, you know. So
yeah.
like,
I mean, after 10 years, if I wasn't getting booked, I think it'd be time to maybe reevaluate my choices. At that point, maybe I'm just not good.
Come on.
Yeah, any day.
On, ring.
Any day. Any day. I've got 10 years worth of jokes, and none of them are good. But I'm grateful for where I am in this endeavor.
I think I'm funny, you know.
Exactly. My mom said that was a good one. Yeah.
That's my mom thinks I'm funny.
Yeah, she said it. She's told people.
what I look like when I was doing stand up is like, when I first started, you know, and I let my family know that I was going to start doing some stand up. They're like, they're trying to give me advice, you know, on funny, you know.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
oh yeah.
You know what you should say. You know what you should say.
Oh God. You should use that in your skit.
Of what you've got in your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a joke for you.
That one.
I've got a joke for you, and I'm like, I don't need it. I'm like, whatever you're gonna tell me, I promise is not gonna get used in a set. Or when you're out and like something funny happens between like whoever you're out with, and they're like, you should use that, and I'm like, that's not even that funny. Like, I spilt a drink on you. Like, I don't know what exactly. Where's the punchline there?
Whoa.
Like, it was definitely a you had to be there kind of thing. Like, you know.
Exactly.
But I appreciate people being excited for the endeavor as well. But I appreciate all of it.
The encouragement is nice. Yeah, the encouragement is nice.
Yeah. I just hope they don't expect to come to a show and see me do a joke about spilling something on them.
I got a buddy who's just that, and of course you're dry and funny. This guy's dry and not.
Isn't that just like, I don't even know what that
like,
is at that point.
he's like, he says things like this. He's funny, but he doesn't know he's funny.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I heard you're getting a new job. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. I don't think you know. I get more excited about a Pop-Tart than what you do about getting a new fucking career.
I think that's what probably got me into comedy, because it was everybody else telling me to do it. Whereas I didn't really know I was like making jokes. I was just stating things, and people are like, you need to do that on stage. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, I'm just saying things. But then it kind of, I guess, got in my head a little, and I just because it's hard to find that voice on stage. It's hard to find out like who you are, and I for a while was trying to change who I was in order to like fit that like comedy narrative, and to fit that like even the like chubby gay female, kind of like narrative, because there's always one, right? There's always one on a show.
Yeah,
but
I do a whole bit about what if Dr. Seuss was a lesbian. And
no mention of like the Grinch's 10 inches kind of thing. Like,
no, she does not like big cock and balls. She does not like them, not at all. She does not like them. She does not like them in her throat. She does not like them here. She does not like them there. She does not like them anywhere. Pam, I
feel like a lot of men need to listen to that, because
it's a much longer. I got a much longer version of it. But well, when my sister, this is what I broke the ice with my new sister-in-law. And my sister, who just became gay, and now she's not again. I don't know. But anyway,
that happens.
I love Jolene. I call Jolene my brother-in-law, Jolene. I just love her. She's great.
That's amazing.
And my first time, my sister brings her over to meet me. I'm uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable. She's not really sure what to make of me because I'm me. And so I busted that one out.
It's a good test. It's a good test to see where they stand.
She didn't really know what to do at first. And then she just started laughing. I'm like, thank God. Oh, God, thank God.
That's it. That's it. You're in. You're good.
Yeah. Boom.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. That's been probably 18 years ago or so. Like, that's been a long time. Like, and we're still she's the best. My sister and her has been divorced for probably about 7-8 years now, maybe 10. But and we're just still just as close as we always been. She's lovely.
How's your sister feel about that?
They still hang.
Okay, cool.
My sister,
that's such a lesbian thing.
My sister, her husband, and her other ex-husband.
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I'm like, I don't know. No, what's really fucked up is my brother-in-law. He's living with his ex-wife and her husband. That's fucked up.
There's a TV show.
Hanging out at the bars and dancing. No, living with. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Like,
yeah, there's a TV show called You, Me, and My Ex, and it's just like that. It's like couples that are living with one of their exes, or or are like just way too close with one of their exes, or whatever.
Is like, that I'm a reality friends with show?
Yeah.
You, me, and my ex-girlfriend or my ex-wife.
You, Me, and My Ex, because it goes with.
You're not going to believe this. I'm about to blow your fucking mind.
Please do.
All right. The dark skin, the skinny girl, the Latino girl.
Yes.
Her dad lives right there.
No way.
Go across my driveway and say hello to Jesse.
That's crazy. Wow, what are the odds of that?
She used to live right beside me. Her husband, her ex-husband, was the part of the Flippo Corporation. That's where he got all his money. They live there in LaSalle. They live here in LaSalle. No shit. He lives.
That's funny.
Right You're talking to his that girl's dad's neighbor.
That's
he sat
wild.
in the garage with me and drank beer. He helped me with my roof. I've made him salsa.
That's crazy. Yeah, me and my fiance, we love reality junk like that.
Oh my God, my wife is so big on 90
man.
Day.
Oh my God, we are too. Oh my God, 90 Day. And then we just got into
who's this dude?
Oh, Big Ed. Big Ed.
Big Ed.
Big Ed's the shit. I love Big Ed. Yep. I love to hate Big Ed, but that's all. I think everybody on that show, I just kind of love to hate.
Nobody that ever marries me. I don't know. I
the fact that he finds anyone to like to be with is amazing. I watched that show glad to be not single.
I guess I'd be happy for him. I don't know. Like when he walks in the room, everybody's head turns except for his. He don't have a neck.
He does not.
That's a Steve Martin joke. That's a Steve Martin joke.
It's relevant. It's very relevant.
I never thought since 1979 or 1978 that I'd have the ability to give that joke. But apparently.
Hey, some humor is just, it's timeless.
Old Steve rings true. Speaking of Steve Westerman's watching. Hello, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
We are talking to Emma Kiernan. She's a comedian. She's out of New Jersey, and she's absolutely lovely.
I'm trying.
Doing what we can. We're doing what we can.
I'm just getting through the day, man. Was it? I love a mama's boy.
You got anything else you can hit us with here?
Okay, so you had said that it was about funny stories, and one came to mind. So when I was in college, I went to college in White Plains, New York, and I was very poop shy. So I lived in a dorm with 7 other girls, and we had one bathroom with like 2 bathroom stalls, and it was just the bane of my existence in the beginning because my anxiety at that point was so out of control, and I'm like away from home for the first time, and I'm freaking out. And so like a couple of days after I get there, I'm like, crap, I have to poop, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Happen.
It's gotta happen, but there's
this
people in the dorm.
No longer
right.
I can't wait. I've been waiting. Anymore.
I've been like waiting for like all of them to go out at one point, so that there's no one in there, maybe one person in there or something. But like there was always people in that room, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home and poop at home, and like I'll deal with this problem another time. But right now, I just gotta get home. And so I get in my car and I start my 2-hour journey home just to
2 hours? You're gonna drive 2 hours?
2 hours.
Instead of going to just the bathroom and blow it up?
Well, you know what? I had 2 hours at that point. I had 2 hours, and I was like, all right, I'm on a time limit here. I'm a little pinched for time, but I think I can make it. And so in order to get
that's a double entendre.
Yeah, there was a lot of pinching going on that day. I had to go over a very large bridge to get
I slept with 2 girls named Chandra. That's a double entendre.
A double entendre. That's good.
Thank you. Part of a whole other bit. But anyway, go on.
So I have to go over the Tappan Zee Bridge. And I get to the Tappan Zee Bridge, and there's just so much traffic. This is like, I decided to leave at like the worst possible time. No. And so I get on the bridge. I'm stuck on this bridge. The bridge is like moving because it's, it's rush hour. And the other side's the traffic's flowing, and I'm over the traffic's flowing. And I'm over in the terrible lanes, and I'm listening to, I will remember, I was listening to a band called Pinback. I will always remember it being associated with this story. When I'm listening to this band called Pinback, I'm like, well, the Tappan Zee Bridge turned into the Crappen Zee Bridge. And I was like sitting there. I'm sitting there. I turned down the music because I'm like, I can't associate a song with this, but this is just going to happen.
Why did I eat Taco Bell on the way? Why did I
do that? This is a terrible mistake. I'm crying. I'm like crying hysterically. I'm like, what if I get pulled over? What am I gonna do? And there was still like an hour and a half that I had until I got home. But
Can
there
you
was
imagine just
nothing I could
rolling
do.
down the window to talk to a cop at that point?
They would let me go so fast. They would let me go so fast. As soon as that window came down like an inch, they'd be like, go, go, go,
Man,
go,
do you
go.
have any idea how? Oh my God!
Oh my God. Okay, okay. Whatever you're gonna say, I believe you. Just go. Uh, but
Go, go, go!
roll up the
I'll clear
window
the
first so I
lane.
don't get any of that air back. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. I walked into my house and my mom was sitting in the living room watching TV. And I waddled in. I waddled into the house.
Oh
And
yeah.
I go straight to go upstairs to get in the shower, and I walk by my mom and she's like, "What's the matter? What happened?" I just looked at her with my tears and everything. And I'm like, "I need to go to therapy. I need to go to therapy." And I walked upstairs and showered. That was like all that was said that whole entire night. My mom left me alone the rest of the night. I stayed there for the night. I was like, I need a day to recoup. I was so afraid that my car was gonna stink. I had a '93 Cavalier. I was so afraid my car was gonna stink forever. I had like cloth seats. It was the worst. I was so scared, but somehow, by the grace of God, the smell was not there. There was nothing. There was no evidence that anything
No
happened.
visual.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! But that was probably it was only recently that really I've been able to talk about it freely without getting terribly embarrassed.
Very traumatizing. It was very
It
traumatizing.
was. It was.
It's not easy. I shit my pants story.
Shitting your
they're
pants
not
at 18
easy.
years old, 19 years old is a really terrible feeling. It's a really good way to knock you down a notch and make you feel a little bit younger than you are.
Yeah.
I can't even handle pooping outside of my own environment. That might be a problem. But
my
yeah.
nephew had a problem with this. And it was Thanksgiving night, and I had to get up and work retail in the morning, which is
Retail
Black
is hell.
Friday.
Oh God.
Yeah, I worked at a retail shop, and I remember I stayed up as late as I could with the family and everything. I remember I went to bed at midnight. I'm like, okay, this will give me 4 hours of sleep. I can still get up and I'm laying down. I'm like thanking God for a good day, everything, and all of a sudden I hear crash.
Oh no.
And oh yeah, and I get up and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And the door's locked to my bathroom. Well, I was redoing my sink, and I hadn't attached it completely to the wall yet.
Okay.
It's kind of a hanging sink. My nephew was taught to go poop by his grandmother, who was Korean.
Okay.
And yeah, have you heard of the kimchi squat?
I have not.
She taught him this is what she does. They crawl up on the seat of the the toilet.
Yep. Okay.
And he went to stain himself on my sink and pushed it off the wall, breaking all the fucking plumbing. And
like, what are the odds that the sink you have not fully attached to the wall, you're gonna get someone?
I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. Okay, yeah. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just a minute. Like, what do you mean, just a minute? The fuck was that? Just a minute. And I'm like, the door. I got like a hook on the door for the bathroom, and his brother reaches in with a pocket knife and unhooks it, opens it up, and there's fucking water fucking squirting in the air, and he's like this. He's like,
that's like a cartoon.
And I go, what happened? How? And his brother kind of figures it out. He goes to the bathroom different, Uncle Mark. I go, what do you mean different?
What does that mean?
What the fuck do you mean? And he goes, and the boy's looking at me. I point to the bathroom. Show me.
I need to know. Yeah.
And he puts one foot up on the seat, and he puts the other one up on the seat. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
How long have you been doing this? Yeah.
Like he was at like 7 or 8 years old.
Oh my
Like he's
God.
been doing, like his grandmother who lived with him, who's Korean, taught him to do this.
And only one sink was broken.
And I remember his dad telling me at one point, he's like, oh, he gets off the bus, he runs straight in and goes to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And poops. Like he won't poop at school. Well, I can see why he's not pooping at school. He's crawling up on the seat.
Oh my God, that's so. I have never heard that, but no shame to other cultures, but that seems uncomfortable. I don't know.
That was well. She didn't have, like, I don't know where but she didn't have like a seat.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So she just adapted to what we have here.
Of course.
She just crawled up on the seat, you know, and so like, yeah, exactly. There's like a hole. That's what they had. They had a hole. And
so you do what you're used to.
That's what she knew. Her parents were both working. His parents were both working. She taught him how to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than not being potty trained at all, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I can think of worse things.
Everything was in the bowl. You know, I mean, I'll give him that. Like, he nailed it. Like, he nailed it. You know.
I mean, you know, it's about the result, not about how you get there, I guess.
Exactly. It's not about my fucking plumbing getting ripped out of my wall.
No, that's your fault. That's the plumbing's fault.
The funny thing about it, when I laid back down after I got all the water turned off and everything, I couldn't sleep. So.
Oh man, I've worked Black Fridays in retail, and I feel you. You need
the
sleep.
Funny thing is, the guy I worked with, a really nice guy named Brandon. He's laughing as I'm telling his story. He goes, what about him? I go, what are you talking about? He goes, what do you think he's thinking? Like, how am I going to fix this when he's in there?
Yeah,
like, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to put it back?
Oh my gosh. It's like when you're drunk at someone's house and the toilet, like,
and he's like, think about what he's thinking. Like, oh, fuck, how am I going to put this? How to stop the water? Uncle Mark's going to be pissed.
It's like clogging someone else's toilet. Like, you know, like you have that moment of panic where you're like, no.
Why? Why at somebody else's house? Why is it so predominant at somebody else's house? You're gonna
always.
No.
Oh, thank God. Now I leave and I pretend that never happened.
I never played that fast in my life.
Right? I've never been so grateful.
I didn't know Jesus did plumbing.
Oh my God. It's so true though.
Absolutely. All right, chick. We're going on to about 37 minutes. I got to wrap this up because I think my family's.
Sounds good. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on, and tell everybody about you, where they can find you, to your website, everything. It's you got the floor, Emma. Tell everybody about you.
All right. So you can find me on social media. You can find me on Instagram at Emma K Comedy. You can see that.
There it is, Emma K Comedy. Emma K.
You can find me on Facebook at Emma Kiernan. You can find all my up-to-date show dates and everything mainly on my Instagram. I have TikTok at emma.kiernan.comedy. And big show coming up April 27th in Hartford, Connecticut at the Elbow Room. There are some tickets left, though it is almost sold out. So definitely get your tickets, and I look forward to seeing you there. It'll be a really fun show.
Awesome. Fantastic. And as always, you can find me at Mosaic TV, baby, and at myworstholiday.com. Nobody ever uses that. Don't fucking worry about it. But if you got boob pictures, send them to myworstholiday@gmail.com. Love boob pictures.
Forward them.
We don't love boob pictures. We don't love people. We don't love them. And a Mosaic TV. So if you have a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Android device, look up Mosaic TV, mosaictv.com. Baby, you got to come and see us. See us on Mosaic TV. Everybody, Kentucky, fucking love you. And with that being said, from my room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday. Good night, everybody. Hang out for a minute, Emma.
Yeah, you got it.